he is right now the clear-cut number one, and I hate saying stuff like that because a lot can change, even at this position, even with Bijan himself. But, when you talk about traits that NFL teams are looking for at running back, all right, you do need size, you need speed, quickness, vision, and the receiving skill set. If Bijan went to enter the draft as a wide receiver, I still think he's a top 45 pick. He can make catches away from his body as good as most receivers, and then what he can do after the catch, end in space. There's so much you can do with this kid. And I think that tomorrow's opportunity against TCU, and I guess this is airing tonight, so I should say tonight's opportunity against TCU, it could be the moment that he needs, because he hasn't been consistently dominant, which I would want to see that from guys that I label as a top 10 running back.
Okay.
I mean, I would like to see him kind of have a breakout performance in this game. I do think it's possible against this defense, the way that the scheme is put together. He's going to have a lot of space to work with. And like you said, for anyone that hasn't really had close eyes on him, I would try to make sure you're in front of that TV before this game.
Yeah, because I'm even looking over my notes. I put all my own notes together for as many of the players that I thought would be like top 200 picks in the draft and for the next few years. And some of my notes here at the end of it, I have elite cutback ability and receiver, smart runner with superstar potential. And I don't say that myself very often because I'm sure that's what you do as well. When you're just putting your little notes in, you're saying to yourself, these are little just catchphrases or little nicknames that you have for specific players. And that's the thing about Robinson, is that we can say Charbonneau is a little bit of a sleeper type, but in all respect, Robinson has been, because Texas has not really been on the big stage. Yeah, Alabama earlier this year for one game when really nobody was paying attention as much as they would be now. So yes, just imagine. I think there's going to be a ton of people that should be watching the game on Saturday night. And this might be the most eyeballs really ever on Bijan Robinson, because nobody was watching the Oklahoma-Texas game earlier this year. So this could be, like you said, the opportunity for him to showcase, because he was an amazing high school running back. His numbers were just mind-boggling. And so when you see that in high school, 5-star recruit, and then it carries over to college, you say, you know what, this kid's the real deal.
Yeah, I mean, if there's one thing that you guys want to watch tomorrow in that TCU game, if you can get in front of that TV, is just the amount of times he does not go down on initial contact. I'm pretty sure last time I checked, he leads the country in missed tackles forced. So, and that's a big number. It goes back to what I said. I'm just going to keep beating a dead horse here with the yards after contact, how important it is. And
that's this year, because I remember I think he led the FBS last year in those categories.
Yeah. And it's still, you just know it's a constant trait to his game. And that carries to the next level. That's a trait that does carry to the next level very well. When you're looking at backs that have success in college and the NFL, it's that broken tackle rate. And I mean, he does it every way too. It's balance, it's quickness, it's vision, it's cutbacks, and then he'll lower his shoulder and truck guys if he needs to.
Let's see. He had over 7,000 high school yards. He had 114 touchdowns. And let's not forget, he was the 2020 Valero Bowl offensive MVP as a freshman with 183 yards and a touchdown. So
that's good information right there.
He hasn't stopped.
No, he hasn't stopped. Yes. What would cause you to think that he would stop at the next level?
And
he's got the ideal running back build, 6 foot 220. He's chiseled. He's got big thighs, a big rear. I mean, he's got everything that you would kind of make in a factory if you were making a running back prospect.